What's up, guys? I'm gonna hit you with a couple more movie reviews here. We're gonna cover Age of Adaline, starring Blake Lively, and the Keanu Reeves, James Spader movie from the year 2000, The Watcher. Um, so without that, any further ado, I guess I should say, here we go. I'm gonna start with The Watcher. Now this is a movie that was recommended to me by Amazon. They've been recommending me some pretty good movies lately, so I kind of take their suggestions when they recommended them. It was $5. I went ahead and took the recommendation because it was $5, like I said, and it starred James Spader, and I love James Spader, so I figured $5, James Spader, there you go. Now, what this is it is a movie about a detective that is tracking a serial killer. The serial killer is played by Keanu Reeves' character, and the detective kind of goes into seclusion and moves to Chicago and really doesn't have any interaction with people except for this serial killer that follows him to Chicago, and his shrink, played by Marissa Tomei, and it's just funny to see a lot of my own headspace inside of this character, inside of the James Spader character from this movie. Eventually, the serial killer, like I said, he follows to Chicago and starts killing again, and the Chicago PD asks James Spader's character to go back on the case to try to bring him down, and so he does. And it's funny because the Keanu Reeves character, who is the serial killer, kind of looks at it as a relationship between him and James Spader's character, and says he's doing all of this killing and shit for him. So and the interactions between them are very, very not necessarily weird, but chilling. I'll call them chilling. Now, eventually, it gets to a point where he stops getting to James Spader's character, so he kidnaps this shrink, who it was never really explained that Spader and Tomei, their characters, had feelings for each other, or at least were starting to, but it was implied, and so basically Keanu Reeves' character is doing all this to flush out James Spader's character, and I thought that it was really well done. I did not expect Keanu Reeves to be the serial killer in this movie, but it was really well played on all sides. I love the movie. It's the first time I'd ever seen it. I'm going to give it 5 wheelies out of 5 and tell y'all, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Find it on Netflix, Amazon Video, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever you can find. See it, watch it. It's well worth the 90 minutes. So that is The Watcher. Next, we have The Age of Adaline with Blake Lively and Harrison Ford. Now this is a movie I've wanted to see for a while. I just was waiting for the Blu-ray to drop a little bit in price, and it finally did. It dropped to $12, $20 out. It was like $22 for the longest time, and I saw it drop to 12 last week, and picked it up because I knew that as soon as I picked it up, the day after I picked it up, it would be up back around like 24, 25, and sure enough, I picked it up on a Monday, I looked on a Tuesday, and it was listed on Amazon for $26, so yay me. Anyway, back to the movie. Basically, it is, you have to suspend your disbelief, because something like this couldn't actually happen. Some unforeseen phenomenon happens, and it snows in California. Adaline goes off of a character, or off of a icy road, drowns, her heart stops, she's dead. Then there's a lightning strike, and the lightning strike, carries enough current that it brings her back. Problem is, she stays about mid-20s for the rest of her life. Or the way it's set up, she would. So, while everybody else around her would age, she does not age. So you basically, in the movie, see her going through 8 different decades, from the 20s, to now, basically being around 24, 25. And everybody else is aging. Her daughter ages normally. And she, not wanting to be her secret to be discovered, she moves around a lot and changes her identity and all that every 10 years. Well, she meets this guy in one of her things and ends up falling for him and tries to leave because she doesn't want to hurt him, and because it's 10 years, whatever. Eventually, she talks to her daughter and she's like, "Mom, you gotta stop running." So, she settles down or whatever and, explains everything. And when she goes to meet this guy's family, his dad, this guy's dad, actually is the dude that Adaline was with when this whole thing happened that caused her not to age anymore. So, it brings them back to, memories and stuff, and, eventually, they come to terms with that, and it was just interesting to see, as they went through different decades, from the 20s to now, how the way that the movie was shot was changed to reflect the different decades. And I thought it was cool at the end that same phenomenon happened, kind of to bookend it, but she was able, but it restarted the aging process. She would age from about 25, going forward, from the point that she was at that point until, it was time for her to die. So, basically, it was a very, very, interesting movie. It was I love the performances. Harrison Ford is always good in almost everything he does. Blake Lively was awesome. I thought it was directed well. I thought it was shot well. I love that they shot, the movie, 8 different ways almost, to reflect the decades that they were trying to shoot in. So I'm going to go ahead and give it 4 movies out of 5. Again, tell y'all, catch it if you can, watch it. It's worth the 2 hours, it's worth the 2 hours. And yeah, so that's some good movies there. So you want to definitely catch The Watcher, 5 out of 5 wheelies, and you definitely catch Age of Adaline, 4 out of 5. And I will be back later with some more. I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and peace.